Headlines at dawn, ushering in a new day on the South China Sea, where every sunrise brings with it a sense of anticipation and uncertainty. Breaking news: Island Chapel ignites hope and tension in disputed waters. The world's attention is drawn to this tiny island now, thrust into the spotlight by a single headline. As golden sunlight spills over the endless horizon, people everywhere read this headline on phones, radios, and televisions, wondering what it means for the future of these contested waters. The South China Sea glows with gold, its surface shimmering with the promise of a new beginning, yet also reflecting the weight of history and conflict. Gentle waves lap the sand, their rhythm unchanged by the world's gaze, as if whispering secrets only the island can hear. The island is small, almost a speck in the vast ocean, but today, it honestly feels like the center of the world, a place where destinies might shift. A soft breeze carries the scent of salt and hope, mingling with the quiet tension that hangs in the air. Palm trees lean toward the rising sun, casting long shadows that stretch across the sand, as if reaching for something just out of sight. On the beach, a few fishermen stand silent, their faces etched with curiosity and concern, watching the day unfold. Their eyes are turned toward a new shape rising from the sand, a chapel, its silhouette bold against the morning light, symbolizing both hope and uncertainty. It's not just another morning, there's a sense that something important is beginning, something that could change everything for those who call this place home. Under the pink sky, something different definitely stirs. The air is thick with expectation, as if the island itself is holding its breath. An old world meets new change. Weathered fishing boats rest beside the gleaming new chapel, tradition and modernity, side by side, each telling its own story. Everyone feels it, even the birds pause, as if listening to the heartbeat of the island, sensing that history is being made in this quiet moment. News crews set up their cameras, their presence a reminder that the world is watching, waiting for answers. Their lenses catch every movement, every gesture, capturing the unfolding story for millions beyond these shores. The world wants to know, what is happening here? What does this new chapel mean for the people, for the region, for the fragile peace? The answer is simple, yet complex. A story of faith, hope, and growing tension, all playing out beneath the rising sun on this remarkable morning. At the water's edge, where the gentle waves meet the golden sand, a quiet story begins to unfold. Here, a white cross stands tall, its silhouette stark against the morning sky. It gleams in the soft, golden light of dawn, catching the first rays of the sun as if blessing the day ahead. Some say it appeared overnight, as if placed by unseen hands, a quiet miracle on the shore. Others whisper that it was carried here, piece by piece, by islanders with calloused hands and quiet prayers, each step heavy with hope and faith. Beside the cross, a simple wooden frame begins to rise from the sand, its shape slowly taking form in the salty breeze. Men and women work together, hammer in hand, sweat on their brows, united by a shared purpose that goes beyond words. They lift heavy beams, share smiles, and swap stories, memories of old storms, lost loved ones, and dreams for the future. The sound of construction fills the air, a rhythmic blend of hope, determination, and the promise of something lasting. Some locals watch from a distance, curiosity and wonder in their eyes, drawn by the sense of change. Children tiptoe closer, eyes wide with amazement, their laughter mingling with the sound of hammers. For many, it is the first time they have seen a chapel being built, and the sight fills them with awe. Elders nod in approval, their faces marked by sun and sea, remembering times when faith was all they had. This is more than just a building, it is a sign of something bigger, a symbol of unity, hope, and new beginnings for the island. Every nail driven into the wood is a prayer, whispered silently for peace, for family, for the future. Each board set in place is a promise, a vow that this chapel will stand strong through storms and sunshine alike. The chapel rises, white and bright against the green palms and endless blue sea, a beacon for all who pass by. It is new, but it feels ancient, like it has always belonged here, woven into the very heart of the island's story. Before the chapel's roof is finished, fishermen gather in the sand. They kneel, hats in hand, sunburned faces serious. Their voices drift up in prayer. They ask for safety, they ask for fish, they ask for peace. Not far from shore, gray shapes cut the water, Chinese patrol boats glide silently. Their metal hulls shine in the sun. Soldiers stand at the rails, binoculars raised, watching every move. No one speaks, but everyone feels their presence. The fishermen do not look back. Instead, they bow their heads lower. For them, the sea is life and danger. The cross gives them courage. The chapel, even unfinished, is already a shelter for their hopes and fears. Rumors spread quickly. Some say the boats will come closer. Others worry about what tomorrow will bring. But for now, the island holds its breath. Faith and fear mix in the salty air. Soon, the island is no longer quiet. Reporters land in helicopters. Photographers wait ashore with heavy cameras. Their voices fill the air with questions. Who built this chapel? What does it mean? Is this peace or provocation? Microphones are thrust toward fishermen and builders. The locals answer with shy smiles. Some speak of faith. Others say little, worried about drawing attention. The story is written, broadcast, and shared around the world. Satellite trucks crowd the sand. Drones buzz in the sky. Images of the White Cross race across social media. Headlines in Manila, Beijing, Washington, and London debate the meaning of this small, new chapel. The world's eyes are on the island. Every action feels bigger. Every prayer echoes farther. The chapel is no longer just for the fishermen. It is now a symbol and a stage. Amid the camera's intention, a group from the chapel moves quietly, their footsteps soft on the dusty path. The air is thick with uncertainty, but their purpose is clear and unwavering. They carry boxes of food, rice, the staple that fills empty stomachs and brings comfort to families who have gone without for days. Dried fish, carefully packed to last, and fresh fruit, a rare treat, are sorted and shared. Each box is a lifeline, a small promise of hope. Bags of medicine follow, handed out to mothers, the elderly, and anyone in need. Painkillers, antibiotics, and vitamins, simple things that can mean the difference between suffering and relief. A small medical tent goes up beside the chapel, its white canvas fluttering in the breeze, offering a place of healing and care. Islanders line up, thankful and nervous, their faces a mix of hope and worry as they wait for help. A nurse checks a child's fever, her touch gentle and reassuring, bringing comfort to anxious parents. An old man receives tablets for his aching joints, his gratitude shining through tired eyes. Volunteers listen to stories of storms, lost boats, and the daily struggles of island life. Each tale is a window into resilience. Families share their dreams for their children, their hopes for a better tomorrow, and their fears for what may come. Each word is met with respect and compassion. Volunteers offer not just aid, but understanding and empathy. The mission is clear: help everyone, no matter their flag, background, or beliefs. Unity is found in service. Volunteers speak in soft voices, their words carrying reassurance and kindness, building bridges of trust. They pray with those who ask, sharing moments of faith and hope, regardless of differences. They offer water and shade to anyone who waits, easing the discomfort of the hot sun and long lines. The work is slow but steady, each action deliberate, ensuring no one is left behind. It builds trust, one meal and one medicine at a time, forging connections that last beyond the day's work. In the midst of geopolitical storms, these small acts of kindness stand out. They remind everyone, locals, soldiers, and even outsiders, of what truly matters. Humanity comes first. In these moments, compassion rises above conflict, and hope finds a way to shine through. The chapel's doors swing open for the first time. Bishop Carlos Mendoza steps inside. He is a tall man, dressed simply in white. His voice is calm but strong. Cameras focus on him as he speaks, both to the islanders and the world. My friends, this chapel is built for all, he says. No matter your country or your creed, you are welcome here. We pray not just for ourselves, but for peace across these waters. He walks among the people, blessing children and shaking hands. He listens to their worries. He promises to carry their stories beyond the island, to leaders and diplomats far away. May we find unity, not division, he says. Let our faith bring hope, not fear. His message spreads quickly. Some call him a peacemaker, others call him naive. But in the chapel, his words settle like sunlight, warm and steady. For the fishermen and their families, the chapel is a sanctuary. It is a place to rest, to pray, to gather in safety. Laughter rings out after morning prayers. Children play in the shade of the cross. The air smells of candle wax and hope. But outside, the world argues. Some officials call the chapel an act of faith. Others call it a deliberate provocation, a claim on disputed land, a spark in dry grass. News pundits debate its meaning, each with their own agenda. Soldiers on patrol boats keep watching. Their faces reveal nothing. Some say the chapel is harmless, just another church on another shore. Others believe it is a message, a line drawn in the sand. The islanders do not argue. For them, the chapel is both a sacred place and a silent statement. It is proof that faith can stand even in the storm's eye. To outsiders, the island may look small, but the South China Sea is huge, a crossroads of nations and dreams. Every day ships carry trillions of dollars in goods through these waters. Oil and gas lie beneath the waves. Fish swim in schools that feed millions. Countries fight for control. Maps are redrawn. Lines shift with every negotiation, every patrol, every new building. For China, the sea is a shield and a treasure. For the Philippines, it is history and home. For the world, it is a test of power, law, and peace. The chapel's presence raises questions. Who truly owns these islands? Whose rules matter here? Can faith and politics ever be separate in this place? Every prayer, every protest, every patrol is watched. The world knows that what happens here affects everyone, far beyond the island's sandy shores. Back on the island, life continues. Fishermen mend nets. Children chase crabs by the water. Women cook rice over small fires. In the chapel, candles burn quietly. People come and go, their prayers as steady as the tide. Some say the chapel is a beacon, a sign that hope can survive, even in disputed ground. Others say it is a challenge, a claim, a risk too great. Arguments swirl in far-off capitals. But here, the days begin and end with work, with laughter, with faith. Chinese patrol boats still come and go. Reporters file their stories. The world keeps watching. But in the heart of the island, the chapel stands, white, silent, and strong. It is a promise that even in the shadow of tension, hope and unity can find a place to shine. The sea may never be calm, but the island chapel will always offer shelter to all.